Hello again, Kamen Rider here, back with another commentary. Now, as you might have noticed, my name, Kamen Rider, is a pun on the show Kamen Rider. However, I haven't made any Tokusatsu-related videos on this channel. But today, I have one, and this video will probably make people hate me because this is a video about RebelTaxi, the Markiplier of cartoon YouTubers. The video is called The Worst TV Show Ever, Ultraman Review, Episode 1. Because we all know Ultraman is a cartoon, and definitely not a live-action tokusatsu. Let's get into it.
Oh my god. So my generation briefly had a taste of the giant monster franchise Ultraman when Fox Kids, Foxbox, 4Kids, or whatever aired Ultraman Tiga Saturday mornings. Now, when your intro lyrics include the general consensus among your average homophobic preteen consists of the show being, quote, gay.
That intro was made by Foxbox, aka 4Kids. As you know, 4Kids are infamous for using original theme songs instead of translating the already existing ones. The theme song in the original Japanese version, the one most people are familiar with, is different. As a cartoon reviewer, you should know this.
It's no wonder why the show only lasted 4 months. To my surprise, at my local Target, I find the original 60s Ultraman series for the low price of $5. Judging by the Dollar Tree toy aisle props, I'd say that was the same price for the special effects.
This show was made in the 60s. Of course, it doesn't have the best special effects. Most tokusatsu didn't have CG or other computer effects yet, like they do now. Not to mention, tokusatsu doesn't heavily rely on CG like Marvel or DC movies do, especially not in the early days. Also, complaining about tokusatsu looking like a toy is like complaining about the Transformers series doing the same thing. So yeah, your argument doesn't bode well, even as a Westerner.
You almost want to make your own sound effects watching the show. Pew pew, meow. Eat iMovie effects, monster.
You're not funny.
So just for how dated the show is, let's watch Ultraman Episode 1, Ultra Operation Number 1. What kind of name is that? It's Juice and Jam time.
It's literally from the 60s. Making fun of a show from the 60s for being dated is like complaining about a Super Nintendo game having pixelated graphics.
Well, our hero here is really this guy named Hayata, part of the Science Patrol who protects Earth using their own toy line.
It's a tokusatsu. Of course it's gonna look like a toy line.
During a clash of interstellar aqua globes, Hayata gets blown up, interrupting this wild party. Hayata's body then gets summoned up in a red ball to meet his killer.
It was clearly an accident. The red orb is supposed to be a ship, specifically Ultraman's. If you did your research, you know this. And the blue one is meant to belong to Bemlar, the monster from earlier.
I am Ultraman. I am from the nebula M78.
Hey, you want to wake him up first before you explain all this?
It's supposed to take place in Hayata's mind, hence the fisheye effect and the foggy imagery.
So blaming himself for killing him, Ultraman gives Hayata a magic tube that will turn him into
It's called a beta capsule. Do your research.
Ultraman. Mind-blowing. Hey everyone, wake up, it's snowing!
You're not funny.
Now while the rest of the science patrollers investigate the incident, they find... wow. Calling up for more help, Fuji at Science Patrol headquarters drives the patrol jet on location, leaving this lumberjack boy in charge. Nice to know global security is in the hands of a 6th grader, I don't know what she was thinking.
In all fairness, it's a kid show, so of course they have to have a kid character.
Captain, I think Fuji must be hearing voices inside her head.
Impossible.
Listen, even though Fuji is one of us, we shouldn't lose sight of the fact that she's a girl, and they're very hard to figure out, aren't they?
I heard that info.
Uh-oh.
So when finding the creature in the PetSmart aquarium, Hayata shoots the ugly thing who tries to escape the water only for a jet to shoot him. You know, I'm just wondering what this rubber abomination did to deserve to be killed. Did he break some sort of law or something?
He escaped the monster graveyard, meaning that he had to have done something to warrant being there, as the monster graveyard is a place where monsters killed by previous Ultramen reside. If he was killed by an Ultraman, chances are he did something wrong. That's also why Ultraman was attempting to pursue him before accidentally crashing into Hayata. Again, do your research.
Oh, now that monster's in trouble, look out, here comes Ultraman in all his paper-mache glory.
His costume does get better as the series progresses, so that criticism has already been applied.
Hayata now uses the beta capsule and becomes that super being, Ultraman.
Yeah, you can see they get pretty wild with the fighting, at least I hope they're fighting. This is horrible.
Give it to him, come on!
You know, it's in the $5 bin at Best Buy for the whole series. It's some of the best worst TV you can find. I say it's totally worth it.
And now it's modern day 2020, and it's even more on Amazon because for once, Westerners finally understood how good this series is.
And you know, Ultraman's a real jerk giving his life to Hayata only if he dedicates his life to fighting space crime. Imagine a cop crashing into you while chasing a robber and offers to pay your medical bills if you take his place fighting crime.
I mean, I'd take that in a heartbeat, not gonna lie. Also, Hayata is a part of the SSSP, an organization already dedicated to fighting monsters. If anything, Ultraman made Hayata's job 100 times easier. Well, that's all. I know it was short, but hey, at least it's something. It's no wonder RebelTaxi hasn't said anything about Ultraman since. If you want more from me, you can subscribe, watch my DeviantArt, follow my Instagram. If you want to support the channel, you can donate to my Patreon. If you want to talk to me directly, you can join my Discord server. If you want exclusive videos, you can subscribe to my Vidly. And until next time, bye.